For our fourth class, once again, this will be aimed towards the third baccalaureate, and the theme is first conditional. So we have some objectives stated for this class. Our listening objective is we will be able to identify and follow instructions. Our speaking objective is we will be able to talk about what we will normally do in real life situations. And our reading objective is we will be able to read short text that contain first conditional form. And writing, students will be able to construct their own sentences using a variety of verbs. So our methodologies and strategies will be communicative language teaching and audio language method. Our strategies will be working as a whole class, and we will have pair work. For our anticipatory set, I will put a video of an explanation of the use of first conditional. The student's job is to write down all the information that they think is important to them. Their notes will be shared in the class with their classmates, and the most important ones will be written on the whiteboard. For our main teaching input, our warm-up activity, I will explain that today's class topic will be about first conditional sentences. I will also use color papers to show the structure that the first conditional has. Each part will be a different color, so students will be able to differentiate the different parts of the sentence of first conditional. It will make it a little bit more easier. Example, if, the subject, and the simple present verb. So I will explain the structure, and as a whole class, students will write sentences with teacher. So we will absorb some examples and we will try to write some on the board. Teacher will hand out a list of verbs that can be used by students. I will pronounce these words and students will repeat after me so we could work on pronunciation and help each other out there. I will walk around, monitor, and correct any errors, and then students and I will conclude the class by reviewing the topic briefly. For our guided practice, students and pairs will develop an activity which is about reading using first conditional. Students will read independently and then with their partner. Students will highlight sentences where they see first conditional, write them in their notebook, and after translate these sentences to Spanish. This will help students to understand and extend their vocabulary, and teacher will monitor the class. I will be walking around monitoring that everybody is doing their work, and if they need any help, I will be helping them. For our independent practice, students will be asked to work on a worksheet where they will have to complete spaces with first condition. Students will be able to use their dictionaries and their verb sheet. I will walk around the classroom to monitor. And for our assessment, students will be able to write 5 sentences using first conditional. So everything that we have done, they will make up 5 sentences, and that's what I'm going to quiz them. And they will have 2 minutes for each one. And for our closing and follow-up, the class will be concluded by reviewing the topic briefly, and for homework, students will need to investigate how to use second conditional and compare both first and second conditional. And it's important this class is very important in what materials I will be using for this class, because viewing a short clip about first condition will help students to learn from a different person, which is important because it is important to find different ways for students to absorb new information. Students will write the most important and will be discussed in the class. Having a variety of new verbs will help students extend their vocabulary and create the need for them to want to learn more, due to them being able to play games, memorize, recognize, and spelling them with flashcards. So this will benefit the students a lot. So this is what we are going to be doing for our fourth class.